How much dancing is there in this show?
I think it's when it's a movie musical that hasn't come from, say, like a chorus line or
Yeah.
something that is dancey itself. We have used the dance in a way to create the world around the characters. So to incorporate the bankers in New York. So we're introduced to Sam and Molly first of all, but then we have to create the world that Sam works in. So we've got the fast-paced, the bankers New York, they're driven, it's all about money, finance. And then we also have to create, it's mainly three worlds, so we've got the bankers, then the next people you'll meet are actually the ghosts, because Sam dies quite towards the beginning. And then they have to almost teach Sam how to be not how to be a ghost, but they have to convince him he is one first. And that if he doesn't want to stay here, then he needs to finish his unfinished business. The first time you meet them, they're very heavy and angsty. They don't want to be here, they're stuck, but they feel there's no way out. But then when we meet the ghost later in Act 2 and we've met Oda May and realise that there's someone who they can talk to, they see them lifted with like a sense of hope, and it's more ethereal, shall we say. And then the third world we have to create is more of the underground New York scene. So you've got like the street pedestrians that come on before the subway, and they create the world around Subway Ghost and Willie Lopez, who is the bad. Cole's technically the bad guy, but Willie Lopez is like the bad guy's puppet. So the dance when they are ghosts isn't as dancey, shall we say?
Oh, okay.
It's more heavy, and then, like I say, heavy in Act 1 and then floaty in Act 2. They're more.
So the dancers also playing other roles like real life, businessmen, New Yorkers.
So you've got businessmen and women. You'll see in the first number called More.
Yeah.
Then you meet the ghosts, and then you'll meet the street.
So their job is to create the environment for the characters to live in.
Absolutely, yeah.
Fantastic.
Yeah. The thing is, with creating bankers, it's all based around how they move, how they're driven, and it's quite pedestrian. You know how if you saw someone who's got that drive and that job, how they'd walk, they'd have a focus, constant focus. Everything is quite sharp. Whereas the streets, it's got much more attack. It's more like, it's not quite hip hop or break dancing, but it's kind of falls in that kind of urban underground dance scene. So while the business people are more pedestrian, you then get the big dance numbers, while they're quite short, to actually come from the New Yorkers. And then all together at the end, you see the number you would have just seen downstairs, Outta Here, which is just a completely different, that's very...
Showbiz.
Showbiz, yeah, that's a perfect way to describe it, yeah.
So this is in New York, right? Am I right? This
It's all set in New York, different areas.
Are you from there?
No, I'm from, London, in England.
London.
Yeah.
So you relate to this very well.
Yes, absolutely. It's a very similar world.
Oh, really? In London as well?
Yeah, even still.
Was there like a need to like kind of recreate how New York was back in the day?
Yeah, so I mean, we have completely brought it up to date towards modern day. You'll see characters with iPhones and stuff. It needed bringing up because we had so much technology and stuff we were using to create the set, the scenery. It just wouldn't have felt right to then put them back in. Effectively, while it was released in the 90s, it was probably filmed in the 80s, so it would have given it a very old-fashioned feel, especially stuff like the bankers, and it might be something people wouldn't relate to nowadays. Even people who might have worked as bankers back then, they know how things have progressed in the modern world.
Is the choreography the same for every production, or it's new?
So for this production, this is a set production that involves the original direction by Matthew Warchus and choreography by Ashley Wallen. But there have been other productions, but this one has done West End, Broadway, UK, US tour, Korea.
One.
This is the official one. There was another production that happened in Germany, which had a different choreographer, and one of our cast who have just joined this was in that as well. So I think it's a bit strange for him, like joining the same show but different.
Yeah.
But we are technically the official ghost. Yeah.
But how do you pass on the choreography from the productions down to,
So Ashley isn't always available, so I actually taught the show this time.
But you learned the choreography from the original.
Yeah, so I would have learnt it from the original choreographer. That was back in 2013.
So you all pass it down that way. The original one the original choreographer teaches everybody else, and then they do
Yeah,
the
it just
right.
depends. Like I say, he's always so busy.
Yeah.
But this has always got his name on it. It's always true to his work, and
It's not always easy to remember everything, can you?
I try my best. I have a folder about this big of everything written down, and
right.
I have videos of the show. No, the ghosts in this don't create that kind of spooky. It's not about haunting people. It's about having your own journey and being stuck in a world that you don't necessarily want to be in, and how to escape this world.
Okay, thank you very much.
No, thank you guys.
Yes, all the best for the show.
Yeah, thank you
Yes.
very much.
Thank you.